So in the last movie, we looked at how to prepare your code and your project for its final export. Well, now let's look at how do we do that final export and signing of our application. So we're going to go into our manifest and then go to the manifest tab. And you'll notice down here that there's an exporting section. And we can use this export wizard, which is going to walk us through the steps of exporting our final APK file that we can upload to the Android market. So I'm going to click that. And it's just verifying which project do I want to export, and I want to export B photo. Now this is actually going to go through and look for errors in your project or any warnings that might be there, and it will show them here, but luckily I don't have any of those, so I'm going to click Next. Now here's where we create our key store and our certificate. One of the things, and I'm going to hammer this point home a few times, is when you create this key store, it's very important that you save it in a location and back it up, because anytime you want to update this application, you're going to need to use that same certificate. If you no longer have the certificate, you're going to have to actually upload an entirely new application to the market. So again, make sure you save this file that we're going to create here. So we're going to create a new key store, and just to keep it simple, I'm going to save this to the desktop, and I'm going to call it Android Cert, and I'm going to click Save. So this is going to create a new key store. It's going to save it to the desktop as Android Cert. Now we need to put in a password for this, and I'm just going to put in 123456, which again is not very secure because you want to create a secure password. 123456. Click Next. And now the alias for how you want to refer to this key. I'm just going to call it Android Cert. And now we're going to put in a key password. I'm going to keep it the same, 123456. 123456. Now for the validity, it's important that you put in 25 years. So it needs to be a certificate that at least spans 25 years. So we're just going to put in 25 there. Now we need to fill in some of these fields for the certificate. All I'm going to fill in is first and last name. Now if you want to put in more information, your company name, your city, locality, state, but all it's required is to have one of these fields. I'm just going to put in first and last name and click Next. Now it's asking us for where do we want to save the final APK file. Well, I'm going to save it to the desktop, and I'm going to save it as bphoto.apk. And we can see certificate expires in 25 years. So we're going to go ahead and click Finish. Now this is going to build, compile, and sign our final application. So now you can see on the desktop, we have our Android Cert, which is our signing certificate. And then we have our APK, which we're going to upload to the market. So again, just want to remind you again, make sure you save this Android Cert in a safe location and back it up. Personally, for me, I save a copy on my local machine. I also have it in Dropbox, so it saves it up to the cloud. So again, very important that you save the certificate because you're going to need it anytime you want to update this application.